the bad man himself, the Mr. Bad Karma, Mr. Josh at a bar,
Yep.
keeping it real. And we also have Phil, the Japanese guru. What's happening, gentlemen? What's going on?
All right,
No,
man.
not much. Trying to win some money.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm watching Dynamite. I was watching the
Trying
latest
to win
episode.
some money.
Yeah, trying to win some money at the playing bingo right now.
I was trying to watch the episode of Dark Side of the Ring with that. What's his name? Kiss King. He was a very underground wrestler. Basically, he was one of the guys that guys got jumped for wearing those fake Hell's Angels cuts.
I got you. I
Okay.
got you. All right. So let's talk about the actual elephant in the room tonight. We're really like going to try to delve into a lot of things that's happened from
I'm glad
WrestleMania.
we got the truth.
I want, but the truth is this, man. CM Punk didn't lie. He really didn't.
I thought he did. He did punch him. I saw the punch. He sucker punched him.
He suckered.
No, he didn't sucker punch him. He pushed him. He didn't punch him.
But Jack Perry wasn't ready for the push, and he wasn't ready for the choke. Jack Perry was slinging his hair back. He got pushed when he slung his hair back because he didn't want to hit Punk with his hair. It wasn't like an act of aggression towards Punk. He was actually trying to get the hair out of his face. Punk pushed.
Took it the wrong way.
I don't think he did. I think Jack Perry said do something about it, and then he was like, didn't think Punk was going to do anything about it. Nonchalantly trying to blow his hair back, and then he got pushed, and then he's like, "Oh fuck, what did I just do?"
Yeah.
And then he got choked, and then 5 seconds later, boom, it was all over with. CM Punk reached over, like he lunged towards the actual monitor area where Tony Khan was. You could see him say something, and then nothing, and then the clip ended. And of course, there was no talking, but. And there's a lot of negativity about this. This is not a positive for AEW at all, in my personal opinion.
I thought it was a good work.
It's not a positive.
No, I totally agree with you, man. If anything, this footage should have been shown
8 months
immediately, months ago. This should have been addressed months ago. They should have shown everything, and now they try to work this into an angle, and it's like I was like, did they just really just do this?
They did.
Controversy creates cash, man.
It ain't controversial though. CM Punk already said about it on Ariel Helwani. He basically told the truth. The only thing he left out was the shove. He never said he shoved anybody. He just said he choked him out.
He did punch him. So I think Sarah Punk a liar and a fake.
It's not a liar and a fake. I can't say that. As much as I do not like the fact that CM Punk actually spilled his truth about everything, I honestly can't believe that he lied. It's basically saying that hey Phil, your walls aren't white. Your ceiling ain't white, dude. It's a little gray.
Yeah. So
is it a lie? No, but
maybe a little exaggerated.
Yeah,
a little exaggerated. Yes.
But in all honesty, this hurt. This hurt them. This hurt them. They should have never released it. I mean, obviously, one day it was going to be released, but honestly, it should have been released months ago. It should have been.
The FTR bit after the fact tried to it felt a little out of place. It felt cringy.
Yeah.
And then whenever Will Ospreay commented about the game, saying that he's afraid of the grind.
That was funny though.
Yeah.
That was bait. That was all bait. And he took it. I mean, literally, WWE gets mentioned on another TV show for the second time in a week.
AEW got mentioned as well on WrestleMania.
When?
They mentioned the tattoos and everything, and also they mentioned Will Ospreay tattoo. You're gonna get a tattoo for being elite. They actually had commentary. Some of the commentary took shots towards. You also remember Triple H took a shot towards Will Ospreay.
Well, yeah, but that wasn't on WWE television. That was on Pat McAfee's podcast.
He still works for WWE.
It don't matter, but that's an ESPN product. Actually, if you want to be technical about it, WWE was mentioned all week long through everything.
And
and then on top of that, AEW really wasn't mentioned by name.
Yeah, true. That is true. Yeah, but they did. I did notice they were taking pot shots and them, but in retrospect, to me is like this. This should have been shown months ago. It just making AEW look bad on this. It really does.
It really
does. But I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to go. To cut this short, I gotta go. But that's my opinion. So
go get me some money. Go get me some money.
I think they can recover from this, though. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was, though.
Yeah,
Josh, go handle your business, man. And thank you for tuning in tonight, man. I do appreciate it.
Josh.
If you guys are still on, I'll probably jump back on.
All right, cool, brother.
All right. Later.
But despite that, it wasn't a bad show, though.
No. I'm not saying AEW did a bad show tonight. No. Not imagine.
It wasn't as bad. People thought it was going to be as bad as they thought it was going to be, and it's not. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Phil. It was detrimental. And I'm gonna tell you why. It didn't get anything done. It didn't make people want to buy the pay-per-view anymore, or less, probably. It probably made them a little bit. It probably made them didn't want to buy it anymore, But here we are talking about something that should have already been talked about months ago and then done. Like CM Punk said in his interview with Ariel Helwani, I'm tired of talking about it. Well, you haven't talked about it. Oh, yeah, you're right. Everybody else talked about it for me, and they said their piece. So no matter what I say, it's going to be either I'm a good guy or a bad guy, or I'm a liar, or I'm going to be honest. And he told his truth. And his truth was that he choked Jack Perry out. He said what he said. They had an altercation. Hey, why are you doing this stupid internet shit? Why did you do this? Why are you coming after me? Why are you throwing punch shots at me? If you don't like it, do something about it. And he did.
I mean, he shouldn't have done that, though. But like you said, I don't think Jack Perry should have got choked out for it, though.
It should never got. Everybody in that company knew that they had some kind of altercation beforehand, and Jack Perry was told to leave Collision. Now, after that incident that happened at All In, after that match, Jack Perry and CM Punk should have never been in the same room.
And I'm kind of glad his punishment was go to New Japan Pro Wrestling.
I don't consider that punishment, man. I consider it, the way I look at it is they're both guilty. They're both at fault.
Fair.
CM Punk did instigate the situation by walking up to him, number one. Number two, CM Punk took the liberty, instead of de-escalating the situation, he took it like, you did it towards me, I'm gonna make you eat your words. And if you don't eat your words, I'm gonna make you be a man about it. And he did. He literally made him be a man about it. On that same note, though, why did it have to go to that length? Why did it have to go to that measuring stick to actually get a point across when it should have been already handled before that ever happened? Tony Khan didn't handle it. He really didn't. I'll tell you who handled it. Chris Hero handled it. Jerry Lynn handled it. And Samoa Joe handled it. And then whenever CM Punk is walking away, who's following him? Aleister Black. Or Tommy End. Or Malachi.
I saw Aleister Black. Malachi, Aleister Black, same guy.
Yeah, Tommy End, same guy.
Tommy End was great. I actually saw him have a shoot fight with Bryan Danielson when they were wrestling in WXW. That was a good match.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But the thing about it is, though, it should never got to that point. If you're hearing these people argue for 40 seconds and in loud building, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people heard them talking or arguing, then why in the world are they still talking and not being separated before it got to the point where to be physical? You know what I'm saying? If it
Yep.
was going to be physical and everybody knew it was going to probably get physical, why let it get that far?
Exactly.
But and that doesn't fall on the people that work there. That falls on Tony Khan. And the reason I say it falls on him, he's the head of the company. He's the one putting all the money together. He's the one putting this shit together. He's the one who's doing all these things together. And I'm not saying that Tony Khan's a bad guy for doing what he's doing now.
He's trying to turn chicken shit into a chicken sandwich.
But he didn't. He really didn't. He turned chicken shit into more chicken shit. I mean, think about it. Think about it, Phil. I'm gonna give you another analogy. I'm gonna give you another analogy, man. Me and you, we're arguing. We're in a fight, and we're working for a company. And the company decided to keep you and let me go. But you instigated the fight, and let's just say, for example, I got the upper hand, and I choked you out or whatever, and I got let go, and you got to stay and keep your job. Is that fair?
No.
No.
Well, they sent him away though.
Did they?
Jack Perry? Yeah,
so he can make money for a company they have a relationship with. I mean, think about it. It's really not a punishment. He got to develop a character as the scapegoat. He got to make more money and bring back more notoriety from this whole incident because of it.
He's doing well over there.
Yes. And if you didn't notice, Nick stood up and he had a shirt that said scapegoat on it.
I thought it was hilarious.
It's funny and it's like ha ha, but at the same token, it's really, really sad because none of that should have ever happened. It should have never gotten to the point to where it got physical.
Well, there's another thing I did not like what Punk did. He also banned a lot of people backstage and everything. He also banned Christopher Daniels backstage, who happened to be one of the head of talent relations
at that time.
He kept trying to act like a control freak on Collision, though.
But think about it like this, man. All right. They let CM Punk have a second show. They gave it to him. It was all because of CM Punk. That's the reason they got the second show. They got all this other stuff because of CM Punk. That's why Tony Khan didn't want to fire him. And it's been true. I mean, that's a true statement. That's not a lie. That's being truthful. However, and Punk was trying to be cautious about who he let in and who he didn't let in the Collision. And people say like, oh, he was being secluded and oh, he wasn't trying to bring in such and such or such and such because they're friends with so and so. Well, yeah, because he didn't want to have an altercation with somebody that was going to make him lose his job. Because he was already on thin ice and he was really trying to better the company in his way. I'm speaking as an advocate, not as myself right now. Let me rephrase that. Or let me reiterate that. This is not me being an actual unbiased person. This is me telling you from the actual CM Punk standard. If you're friends with Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, I don't want you on my show. And that's exactly how he put it. I don't want you on my show because you're friends with those people. However, if you're unbiased and not friends with them people and not go out to eat and drink and socialize with those people on a daily basis, then by all means, show up to Collision.
What if you're a neutral? What if you're friends with both?
Really, at that time, they're name one. I'll wait.
There wasn't really,
you were one or the other. FTR, friends with Punk. House of Black, friends of Punk. Andrade, friends of Punk. Another one that was friends of Punk, Thunder Rosa. Willow Nightingale.
Danhausen.
I think he's friends with the Elite.
He's actually friends with Orange Cassidy as well.
Yeah, I think OC's friends of the Elite too.
He's friend. You all right? Hello? Hey, Mike, I'll call you later.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Hey, can
All right, what
just
happened
give me like.
is, Hmm?
Can you just give me like 20 minutes? I'll be right back, okay?
Okay, what's going on?
I gotta take care of something. I gotta do something. I'll be back in about 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay, well, instead of doing that, how about we do this? We'll pick up tomorrow.
All right. Since
All
Josh
right,
is
man.
busy right now and I'm off work tomorrow, so it'll be perfect.
All right, man. We'll do it tomorrow. Have a good night.
You have a good night, man. I'm sorry.
Huh?
I'm sorry, dude.
Dude, don't get mad, bro. It's cool, bro. Matter of fact, I'll end it here
We'll
and
have
then
this and this to, you know,
Huh?
we'll have this with the continuation of it.
Yeah. I'll stop it here and then we'll go back from tomorrow.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not listening to the Ringside Rants,
You're doing life wrong, bro. And
we are what?
you're doing life wrong. Yes.
Your food for your ears. You have a good night, people, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, later. Later, brother. And we're off, but ladies and gentlemen, sorry we couldn't continue on the way we should have. Tune in tomorrow and we'll have the actual rest of part 2. People wanted to do a thing. You heard it from last night as well. Things happen, life happens. It is what it is. We shall see you tomorrow night. Tune in. See you then.